shake it, baby.
Good morning, family. It is a beautiful Saturday morning here in Atlanta, Georgia. Woke up to some snow here. It's about 30 degrees right now, but it's actually snowed this morning. Well, overnight, I guess. I understand that there was a storm that kind of swept through the lower Midwest, upper southern parts of the country. And there was a backup. I saw it. Johnson Logics posted it. A picture of a backup, just a complete shutdown. And I think he said it was about the 50, 60 mile marker in Kentucky, I-65. Someone jackknifed. You gotta slow down out here, man. You know, you see some precipitation, particularly snow and ice. You gotta slow that baby down. But I'm on my next trip. Just picked up this morning here in Atlanta, Georgia, at a Mayflower distribution center. Just got loaded for Toyota, going to the Chicago Auto Show in Chicago at the McCormick Building, right off the lake there. And probably got 20,000 pounds roughly. I'm gonna stop and get a heavy ticket. That way I can show that. When you do these shows, you gotta brandish a empty weight ticket or empty weight ticket and a loaded weight ticket. It's required. If you don't have that, you're gonna have a problem once you get up to your delivery location in Chicago and or any other type of convention center with these type of loads. I would assume that they must charge by the weight. But just got loaded. It was a pretty interesting load. It took about 2 hours. Had to strap down. Got 8 pieces, all various sizes. And I had to strap it down and low lock it down, secure it to make sure it don't move nowhere. And then also record the inventory, the barcode numbers, to show once we arrive in Chicago. So it's gonna be an interesting load. This is the second show that I have done. They're interesting, but I'll see if I can kind of give you some inside take of what goes on once we get up to Chicago. But the trip plan today is simply taking the 285 around, grabbing 75, heading north to 24 out of Chattanooga, grabbing 65 out of Nashville, and on to Chicago, 80 to 94 or 80, 94 on the 94 to Interstate 55, heading north towards the lake and Lakeshore Drive, and I am there. But first, I'm going to go home. I'll be home tomorrow morning. Stop by the house, have some home cooking, see the family, watch some football, and continue on with the delivering the load first thing Monday morning. So this will be a standard, simple trip. God forbid some issues. You know, I always pray every morning that nothing like that happens. And we carry on. So stand by on this beautiful trip vlog on this beautiful Saturday. Those of you who are on the East Coast, you guys be careful. It's unreal stuff that we hit the East Coast, man. Which is one of the reasons why I avoid it. I'm just going to be honest with you. I try to avoid delays, man, if I can. So you guys stand by and we'll catch up with you guys in a little bit. Top of the morning, family. How's everybody? It is actually Tuesday morning. So I've been home all weekend. I got back home Sunday morning. I actually thought this load was delivering on brain fart here. I actually thought the load was delivering Monday. I got my dates crossed up. I actually delivered Tuesday, so I'm delivering it. And then I'm actually going back home because I have some business to take care of course. Then I'm going to go back out next Monday. Hit the road for about a week and a half, close to 2 weeks, and get some miles under my belt. But yeah, I'm here actually in Chicago I'm at the world famous McCormick building. I got here about 5:15 this morning. Had to check in at 6 a.m. Now this is the second time I've done one of these loads, and I gotta say, this one is much easier. This is for the auto show, which doesn't start until the weekend of the 11th of February, so it's just under 2 weeks out. So I would imagine they have everything pretty staged in regards to the trucks and when they're coming in and so forth and loading. So it's not a big rush right now, which is cool. I'll probably have 4 guys ahead of me. There were probably 6 guys in the building waiting to get loaded or waiting to get empty. So yeah, we're pretty good. We're pretty decent. I'm actually in the building, which is the south building. Went up a little narrow ramp up to the top here, and I'm just waiting in line here to get a door. And I should be out of here, man. The way things are looking, I would say I should be out of here about an hour and a half. Which isn't bad for a exhibit load like this. So right now it's about 6:45, 46, and I should be out of here pretty soon. So keep you guys posted as to how this process goes. It was real simple. This time I didn't have to pay for parking. I was prepared, had cash, had credit card, was prepared, checked in, had my empty weight and my loaded weight. I had to print it out. Normally I could have emailed it, but just to be safe, I was at home. I went on and printed it up just to make things smoother, no issues. And from there, went out and staged on the road here, and 5 minutes later they was pulling us in the building. So things are going pretty smooth. But if you ever do one of these exhibit loads, most important things to have your empty weight and your loaded weight, and from there you're good. So stand by, and we'll see how long this takes, and see how this wraps up. Well, I am in a door 23 to be exact. What did I say? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trucks up here waiting to get unloaded. The beauty about Chicago, I ain't gonna say the beauty, it's good or bad. Chicago is union strong. And so they'll probably here at work at 7. Then they will take a coffee break once they arrive here at 7. So they'll probably show their faces about 7:30. They will work unloading your trailer, whenever you're in, wherever you fall in the queue. And then at 9 o'clock, they'll take a coffee break. That's either 15 or 30-minute coffee break. So if you're lucky, you'll get empty before that coffee break. If not, you're going to have to wait till they get done drinking their coffee. And the roach coach will show up, which is the vehicle that the roach coach food truck, you name it, the original food truck will show up with the burritos, tacos, Whoppers, donuts, coffee, orange juice, and I'll probably partake of it myself. And then they will consume their coffee break items, and then they will resume unloading. If you're lucky, you'll get unloaded before they go on lunch. Yeah, so that's how it works. That's Chicago. I know because I was once union, so I partook in those breaks. So yeah, just waiting to get empty. I took off some of my straps that I had loaded, or locking down some of the crates that were in the box. I got 8 pieces. 2 of the pieces are, I would say about maybe 10 or 12 feet long. The width, almost the width of the trailer, and about 12 feet long. not in terms of height, probably, 1.5 feet off the ground. It's on wheels, so I had that strapped down on each side, crisscrossing. And then there are some crates at the very end, tail end. I probably had 12,000, 15,000 pounds on. Wasn't bad at all. 20,000. I was 53,000 gross. That was my gross weight with full of fuel. So I was light. It was beautiful run. And like I said, I got here Sunday morning at home and hung out with my son, my wife, watched some football with some incredible games, by the way. The Bears didn't make it. Next year, of course, we'll be there next year. Super Bowl champs next year, 2023. So always next year, baby. But yeah, it was some great games. But just wanted to give you guys an update. Just wanted to trip vlog, from Atlanta to Chicago. But this is a unique one. If you're ever interested in doing some of these shows, the conventions seem to be back. My bus company is doing a lot of conventions this year. They're on the book, so hopefully they'll follow through. But the conventions are back, concerts are back. Those of you who do those types of things, you should be pretty busy this year. I believe so. I think it's going to be a pretty good year on that front within trucking and moving freight. So stand by. Give you a follow once we get empty. I just wanted to give you guys a picture of this convention center. This is the McCormick Building South in Chicago. That's where we're delivered to. This is where we brought pieces to for 2 of those was in the trailer. And this is for the Chicago Auto Show. And we delivered for Toyota. Toyota was the consignee, the recipient of this delivery. They had a gang load of trucks that brought the equipment. I mean, they're heavy, baby. Toyota is not playing. Their display is going up. So just want to give you a little insight. This is the convention center. This is one of many in Chicago. So just want to give you all that. We're going to wrap this thing up. Load is delivered. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the load is complete. Pulling out this door here to McCormick Building. I'm gonna button her up and I'm gonna get out of here. I'm actually gonna go back home. Gotta take care of a few things again. And we got a storm that's coming here. Supposed to be pretty significant, so I'm gonna stick around, make sure my family's gonna be okay, make sure they get around, get the snow cleared up, and we're going to revisit the road again next Monday. Get back on the road and get things done. So I'm gonna go back here and close these doors and button her up. Another successful trip done. You guys be great. You guys be safe. I'm gonna do a video. My next video is actually going to be about structuring your company and taxes. I'm not a tax accountant by the stretch, but I do have one. I have an accountant, CFO, that manages both our companies. So I'm going to just explain how we structure and how we do it day-to-day with itemizing and keeping a track of our expenses, because that is the most important part. That way you pay less taxes at the end of the year. So you guys be great, and we will see you guys soon. Remember, keep doing what you're doing so you can see what it does. We'll talk soon, buddy. Bye-bye.